All right, it is now 10:15 and all commissioners are in attendance, so we will go ahead and call the March 17th agenda meeting of the Public Service Commission to order. Due to COVID-19, the commission will continue conducting agendas via WebEx for the foreseeable future, so I ask those participating on the call, please mute your phone unless you need to speak. Before we get to, we've got 9 items today. Before we get to that, you may think that it's St. Patrick's Day, but in reality, it is St. Robin's Day, because today marks the 20th anniversary for Commissioner Holzman, which means Robin is a saint. So congratulations, Commissioner Holzman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, we have 9 tariffs and new orders today. So first up is file number EO 2021-0060. This is in the matter of the 8th prudence review of costs subject to the commission-approved fuel adjustment clause of Union Electric Company, DBA, Ameren, Missouri. So staff performed a prudence review of Ameren's fuel adjustments for the October 1, 2018 through May 31st, 2020 period and found no evidence of imprudence by the company in its fuel and purchase power costs. Staff did not recommend any adjustments for the review period. No other responses were received. So this order approves staff's recommendation, and I recommend we support version 1. Commissioner Kinney?
I'm in support of the order.
Commissioner Roop?
I am supporting the order as well.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number ET 2020-0390. This is in the matter of the Empire District Electric Company's application for approval of a transportation electrification portfolio for electric customers in its Missouri service area. Ameren, Missouri filed an application to intervene in this case, and the application was filed after the intervention deadline. But I do believe that Ameren has complied with the Commission's rules for intervention and has an interest that is different from the general public. Furthermore, they've explained that they did not initially submit an application to intervene sooner because they were monitoring the public documents, but then decided that with the ability to join as a party, this will allow them to participate in the technical conferences where Ameren's information could be beneficial. So no party opposed Ameren's request, and I support the order granting Ameren's intervention at this time, version 1. Commissioner Kinney?
I think Ameren makes a good statement regarding the technical conferences, and I appreciate those comments, but no, I don't support it.
Okay. Commissioner Roop?
I too believe that Ameren will have some valuable information to provide based off of their experiences, and I think that is a compelling enough case, so I will be supporting the order.
Okay. Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Nay?
No. No.
All right. The order is approved 4-1. Next up, file number ET 2021-0151. This is in the matter of the application of Evergy Metro, Inc., DBA Evergy Missouri Metro, for approval of a transportation electrification portfolio. This order suspends the tariff sheets for Evergy Metro's proposed transportation electrification pilot program. The tariff sheets have a March 26th effective date, but to allow for review of the tariff sheets, requested variances, and accounting authority order, this order will be suspending the sheets until July 24th. So I recommend we support this order, version 1. Commissioner Kinney?
I support the order.
Commissioner Roop?
As do I.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. I just realized we never approved the minutes before jumping right into the orders. So you all have seen the minutes from March 10th, 2021. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes? All right, hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes from March 10th, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those minutes are approved 5-0. All right, next up, was file number ET 2021-0269. This is in the matter of the application of Evergy Metro West, Inc., DBA Evergy Missouri West, for approval of a transportation electrification portfolio. So similar to the prior order, Evergy Missouri West submitted tariff sheets as part of its request for approval of a transportation electrification pilot program, and this order suspends those tariff sheets so that the commission and parties will have sufficient time to review the request. With that, I recommend we support version 1. Commissioner Kinney?
I am supporting the order.
Commissioner Roop?
I am supportive.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number EO 2020-0227. This is in the matter of the second prudence review of the Missouri Energy Efficiency Investment Act, MEA, Cycle 2, energy efficiency programs for Evergy Metro, Inc., DBA Evergy Missouri Metro. This order adopts a procedural schedule for the outstanding issues that remain in this case. This includes a 2-day evidentiary hearing on April 21st and 22nd via WebEx. So I support this order, version 1. Commissioner Kinney?
I support the order.
Commissioner Roop?
As do I.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number TA 2021-0250. This is in the matter of the application of Midwest Data Center, Inc. for designation as an eligible telecommunication carrier for purposes of receiving Rural Digital Opportunity Fund support. Midwest Data Center is seeking ETC designation since the company was awarded Rural Digital Opportunity Funds from the federal government for the purpose of expanding rural broadband. The company submitted census blocks for the area it is requesting ETC designation. Staff reviewed the request and recommended that it be approved. No other responses were received, so this order grants the application, and I recommend we support version 2. Commissioner Kinney?
I support the order.
Commissioner Roop?
I support the order.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 2, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number DA 2021-0201. This is in the matter of the petition of Rawls Technologies, LLC for designation as an eligible telecommunication carrier pursuant to Section 214 sub-E sub-2 of the Communications Act of 1934 as amended. Rawls Technologies is requesting ETC designation since it too was awarded federal funds to be used for broadband expansion in rural areas. Company submitted the census blocks that it was awarded federal support for. Staff reviewed the request, recommended that we approve it. The company does meet the requirements under the Commission's rules, and no party has opposed the request. So this order grants their designation, and I recommend we support it, version 2. Commissioner Kinney?
I support the order as well.
Commissioner Roop?
I am supporting.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 2, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number GR 2021-0280. This is in the matter of Spire Missouri Inc.'s DBA Spire Missouri East and Spire Missouri West filing of its proposed weather normalization adjustment rider, or WENR, and the tariff sheets. So Spire submitted tariff sheets to adjust its weather normalization adjustment rate. The company then submitted those tariff sheets and staff reviewed the tariff sheets to be approved. However, while they were performing the review, staff states that it also identified an issue due to Spire not incorporating its WENR adjustments that went into effect in October of 2020 into the company's billing system under February 22nd, 2021. So this resulted in customers receiving a credit for that period when they should have received a charge. Now, staff points out that the issue will not impact the pending WENR tariff adjustments, but would be addressed in the reconciliation filing later this fall. So while staff recommended the commission approve the tariff sheets, they also filed a motion requesting an order directing staff to investigate the billing errors. No other party responded to staff's recommendation or motion. So this order approves the tariff sheets and grants staff's motion for an investigation. And I recommend we support this order version 2. Commissioner Kinney?
I'm going to support the order. However, I will note that I would probably agree with Spire's request that the investigation is premature, but then again, I don't think it's going to hurt anything, so I support the order.
Okay. Commissioner Roop?
I support the order.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 2, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Final order today is file number GT 2021-0273. This is in the matter of Liberty Utilities, Mid-States Natural Gas Corp., DBA Liberty MNG, filing of its revised weather normalization adjustment tariff. Liberty Utilities also submitted tariff sheets to review the company's weather normalization adjustment rider. Staff reviewed their filings and recommended the commission approve the tariff sheets. No other responses were received. So this order approves the tariff sheets to go into effect on April 1st, and I recommend we support it version 1. Commissioner Kinney?
I support the order.
Commissioner Root?
I support it.
Commissioner Coleman?
I'm in support.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. So that concludes reports and orders. We have no case discussions today, so all that remains is scheduling. Tuesday, March 23rd, the commission will have a workshop meeting in AO 2021-0264. This is regarding the February 2021 cold weather event. That will be held via WebEx at 11 a.m. with Judge Pridgeon presiding. Wednesday, March 24th, agenda at 9 a.m. Wednesday, March 31st, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Thursday, April 1st, we have an evidentiary hearing in EC 2021-0059. This is Missouri Landowners Alliance v. Grainbelt. That will be via WebEx at 9 a.m. with Judge Clark presiding. Wednesday, April 7th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Thursday, April 8th, we have an evidentiary hearing in SA 2021-0017. This is Missouri American Water Company's application for a CCN in and around the city of Hallsville, Missouri. That will be via WebEx at 8:15 a.m. with Judge Jacobs. Tuesday, April 13th through Wednesday, April 14th, we have an evidentiary hearing in ET 2021-0082. This is Ameren's application for approval of its surge protection program. That will be via WebEx at 9 a.m. with Judge Pridgeon. Wednesday, April 14th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. And Wednesday, April 21st, agenda at 10:15 a.m. So that gets us out through April 21st. Are there any comments, questions, or requests regarding scheduling through the 21st? All right, hearing none, with no other business coming before the body, that concludes the agenda meeting, and we will stand adjourned. Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank
Happy
you,
St.
Mr.
Patrick's
Chairman.
Day.
Happy